this is Angie from Handmade Natural Beauty. Today I am going to talk about my Shea Butter soaps. These are a hot process soap that I make. They're one of the more popular soaps in my line. They're a softer soap. They produce a really fragrant, fluffy lather. They feature shea butter, which is really nourishing to your skin. And they can also be used as a shaving soap. So this is one of my most popular bath and body soaps. And the Cranberry Almond is also one of the most favorite. So I only have a couple bars of this left, so I made I made another batch, and I'm going to unmold that today. So I'll show you these molds. These, let's see here. I think I'm going to have to zoom out. There. So this is the mold. I'll have to move it around to fit it in there. It's a PVC pipe with freezer paper lined, some sort of end cap. I made these myself. They're not really pretty, but they do the trick. So I'll show you how I go about working with these. And I have a little bit spills in the bottom, but it's not that big of a deal. And so I got one out of the mold and get the other one out. There we go. Now, one of the things with this soap is no matter how many times I pat it down while I'm pouring, I end up with a lot of kind of imperfections. Little divots on the side like this where it's not perfectly round, little holes and things like that. But because it's so soft, I can actually kind of mold this together. And this soap does look a little bit more rustic, so it doesn't bother me that it's not perfectly round and smooth. My kaolin clay and my cold process soaps, you know, those I really want to be nice and smooth, but these just look a little bit more rustic, so I'm okay with that. But what I end up doing with these is take some from the top and basically just mold it. Just mold it on in there to kind of fill those holes in, so it does look a little bit more rounded, you know, and not too lopsided. So I'm going to finish working with these, get these cleaned up and ready to cut, and I'll be back. Alright, I am back. I got these cleaned up a bit, a little bit more rounded now. And I should note too, I can't remember if I mentioned that this is a hot process soap, so it is perfectly safe for me to be handling it with my bare hands. It does not need to cure. It's already kind of gone through that process by me hot processing it, so this is ready to use immediately. However, I do like to let mine dry out a little bit, just to kind of have a little bit of the water evaporate a bit, harden up a bit, so it becomes a little bit more of a long-lasting bar. But so this is the shape. So it's a nice size to use in the shower. So I will just start stacking these. I don't know if you can see my stack at all. I'll show you later exactly how I kind of layer them. There's a lot in this batch, and I also just kind of go around and just smooth the edges just slightly. I'm sure we'll run into one that doesn't look perfectly round, and that's probably where I had a little bit of a divot that I filled in, but it certainly does help. you've watched my other videos that I made on the goat's milk soaps, which are my newest line of soaps that I have available, those are doing fabulously in the store. The blood orange berry, I think I only have 3 bars left. Let's see, I think the other one that's selling really well is the bay rum. The bay rum is almost out as well. And the lavender vanilla, people have just started buying that, but that one I had just put out. So they are going well. I'm going to have to start making some more. I had made them in a smaller batch because they, they were new and didn't know how well they'd go over, but they're definitely a success. And these are all shaped pretty well. It's a little bit off, but like I said, this soap is more of a rugged, kind of rustic looking, not perfectly round. Anyway, and I think that kind of just adds to the charm. So definitely makes it look handmade. The ones near the ends are usually a little bit more rough because those are the ones that definitely did get filled in. Okay. So let me gather up all my parts and pieces here. Get this out of the way. Alright, so this is how I stack them. Just kind of every other. They don't need like full airflow or anything to cure because like I said, they're already cured. They're just kind of going to set for a couple of days, just dry out a little bit. And I will sometimes too just kind of rotate them all around, so the ones that were on the top are on the bottom, and then the ones that were on the bottom are on the top. So usually a couple days, and then I can shrink wrap them and package them. And then I've got kind of a lot of extra here. Some of them that are almost full-size bars, like I'll just take this home myself and use. But some of these, like especially with like this, like I said, this is almost clay consistency right now, so it's nice to just take these and just roll them into nice little balls, and then I sell these in the shop as soap balls, and so they're kind of fun to be able to just come in and pick out a small soap. A lot of times people will get an assortment of them and just have them in a dish in their bathroom, and people can, kind of pick their own little guest soap and use them. And plus it's nice too to try a scent. If you don't know if you're gonna want to commit to a whole bar, you can just try a small bit of it. Alright, well, I'm going to keep rolling the soap balls here and finish up, and then I have another batch of soap to cut today. It's peppermint oatmeal, so I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. This is Angie from Handmade Natural Beauty, wishing you a naturally beautiful day.